Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? Welcome back to the channel, man. Appreciate you for stopping by. Now, as you can see, I'm hitting y'all with something a little bit different. We on the 2K today, and as you can see in the title, we're going to be trying to win a championship with all 30 NBA teams. So all 30 teams you see right here on your screen, I'll be trying to win a championship with, even the Pistons, even the Wizards. I'm gonna try to win a championship with them. Now, the way this is gonna work is I'm gonna spin this wheel that I have on my laptop. I'll show you guys me spinning the wheel, so there ain't no cheating going on. Even though I'm picking all 30 teams, so really can't be no cheating. But I'm gonna spin my the wheel. Whatever team I select, I will have 3 years to win a championship with that team. Now, I will only have 3 available trades per season with that team, so I can't be just trading the whole team away and getting a whole new team every season. I get 3 trades per season, and like I said, I get 3 seasons to win a championship. Now, at the end of the 3 seasons, or when I win the championship, I will spin a wheel and select a new team, and then I will reset the NBA. So there will be no year 10 me spinning the wheel, landing on the Hornets, and then having 98 overall LaMelo Ball, 95 Brandon Miller, and whoever they drafted as a stud, or none of that. So we will set after every time that we select a team, and we will go from there. All right, so we're going to hop straight into it. We're going to do our first spin right here and see what team that we're going to be starting off this challenge with. Now, obviously, I'm not going to do all 30 teams in this one video. It'll probably be broken down depending on how many championships we can win, and we start with the Toronto Raptors. All right, so for the challenge, we actually are going to be loading in the draft classes. Now, I think Jack's move probably has the most realistic one. Obviously, a lot of the players are OP, but I mean, that's just how 2K is in its own right. It's I did not mean to go historic. That's just how 2K is in its own right. Now, if you see me looking over to the right, it's because my TV is doing some weird shit, so I have to look at my monitor to see which draft class I'm getting. Okay, yeah, Jack move, boom. We're going to take this top one, 2025, so this should be Cooper flagging on them. LeBron James farewell tour, no sir. All right, so you guys know the rosters that we're working with. I think that one person that's going to be safe here is probably going to be Scotty Barnes. Now, that is not a guarantee, but he does progress pretty well in 2K. So I'm going to definitely try to keep him around. Maybe year 3, he could be the guy to lead us to a championship. Now, that being said, no one else on the team is really safe. Even though I like some of these players, I like Emmanuel Quickly, RJ Barrett, Grady Dick, Ochai Baji. I like a lot of these players, but none of them are really needle movers in the sense of winning a championship. We only have 3 seasons, so I can't be having ties to players. But like I said, I do only have 3 trades per year, and I'm gonna let you know I'm only gonna use one trade finder. I have the other 2 I have to make up, cook up myself, and I will show you the trade that I cook up. But I'm gonna go ahead and hop in my trade finder. I think that the best thing to do is try to move a big contract while we have Scotty Barnes on this $10 million contract. Even though it says he's 6 year, 235, it hasn't kicked in yet. It won't kick until next season, so we can still get a guy in on a good contract. And Emmanuel Quickly's contract has kicked in. Even though I would like him to be here, I'd be an idiot to not shop him around. All right, y'all. So I actually couldn't find anything that I liked with Emmanuel Quickly, but I think that our one trade finder trade for this season is going to be this one. RJ Barrett and Chris Boucher for Lauri Markkanen and Drew Eubanks. Now, obviously, Drew Eubanks and Chris Boucher aren't really important pieces in this trade per se, but getting back Lauri Markkanen, who was a much better player at this moment than RJ Barrett, is pretty big for us. He's a very good plug and play player as well. He'll be able to play anywhere alongside Scotty Barnes. He can stretch the floor. He can play on the low post if Scotty's on the perimeter. I think that they'll be very good to play beside each other, and they're both really tall. I mean, 6'7". I think Scotty Barnes is more of a 6'8", 6'9", but 2K has him at 6'7", and then a 7-foot small forward. So I think that size-wise, the Raptors are always big. So I think that size-wise, we keep that under constraints. All right, y'all, so we're back. I'm actually going to sim a little bit of this season. I'm not going to use all 3 of my trades right now. Just going to try to maybe get some of these guys to build their trade value or just see where we're at. Obviously, I don't think we're going to win a championship in year 1 with the Raptors. But as of right now, our starting 5 is Emmanuel Quickly, Grady Dick, Lauri Markkanen, Scotty Barnes, and Jakob Poeltl. Off the bench, we will be having Kelly Olynyk, Bruce Brown, Jamal Sheed, Ochai Agbaji, and Jacoby Walter. Now, I know you're wondering, why am I playing Jamal Sheed and Jacoby Walter this many minutes? Like I said, I don't expect to win in year 1. I don't expect to be close to winning in year 1. So if these guys can maybe blossom into something like some really good trade pieces, then I think that we have a win. And I also would like to maybe have a pretty good draft pick this upcoming offseason if it's possible. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, we're gonna sim to about, I'm not gonna say maybe the start of January. I don't want to go all the way to the trade deadline, but I will catch y'all and see what our record is when we get to that point. All right, y'all. So as I was simming, Emmanuel Quickly actually fractured his arm. Now, I do have injuries on. I have everything still on. I didn't turn nothing off. This is gonna be. I'm gonna try to make this realistic. Obviously, now it's not gonna be super realistic, as I just traded for Lauri Markkanen, who can't even be traded this season. But Emmanuel Quickly fractured his right arm. He's out for 6 to 8 weeks. Now that might put him out until about the trade deadline. We're about at the end of December now. I know 2K injuries usually heal pretty fast, so we're gonna let him. I mean, obviously he have to sit, but we're gonna let him sit down probably until the trade deadline because we want to try to move him then if we can. All right, y'all. So at the start of the new year, we are sitting at 18 and 16, right above 500. We are actually in the sixth spot in the East right now in the playoff hunt. And if you want to check out some of the stats for the players this season, here we are. We have Scotty Barnes sitting at about 20 points per game, Emmanuel Quickly at around 17, Larry Markkinen averaging 15 and a half. He also has 6.5 boards. Kelly Olynyk off the bench averaging 12 and a half. Bruce Brown averaging 10. Oh, he's also a player that we're looking to move at the deadline. So I'm going to probably start load managing him, make sure he doesn't get injured because he's on a 1 year deal. So we don't have the luxury of moving him this offseason if we can't find something for him at the deadline. Okay, y'all. So surprisingly, at the trade deadline, we sit at the 3 seed, which means that we might just be a couple of pieces away from actually contending this season. Now, Scotty Barnes did go down with an injury. Luckily, he's not necessarily out. It's just a sprained ankle. But we have no other injuries, which means everyone else can be moved. Scotty Barnes was not on the table to be moved anyway. But the first guy I said I wanted to move was going to be Bruce Brown. And obviously, we already used our trade finder, so I'm going to have to go out there and look for a trade myself for Bruce Brown. But when I do find that, I'll let you guys know, and we'll get back to you. Now, I will say one thing that we are looking for is guard play. So if we can find any team that is selling, that is has a guard on the market, we would definitely be looking to bite on that. Now, De'Aaron Fox, is that too much of a price to try to pay? Because it's obviously going to take a lot more than just Bruce Brown to get De'Aaron Fox. We will keep him in the back of our mind. LaMelo Ball probably is not going to they don't consider him untouchable, but it's probably going to be even harder to get him than it would be to get De'Aaron Fox. Anyone else selling? James Harden is not what we're looking for. All right, so we're going to try the De'Aaron Fox trade, bro. Obviously, like I said, it's going to be a little bit harder to get LaMelo Ball, so I think that we're going to start. Our starting point's got to be Emmanuel Quickly. The contracts add up already. Let's just see what they say about this. Nothing. They don't even have a counter offer. So if we could give y'all Emmanuel Quickly, and honestly, we can kind of cheat a little bit here because we're not going to be using these picks down here because it's 3 years out in advance. So if we can get down here and give y'all 2 picks and Emmanuel Quickly, would y'all be willing to trade us De'Aaron Fox? No, they are not. They say they are not likely to give him up. Okay, what about if we give y'all a young player that this is where I feel like Jamal Sheed, boom, he's only at 1 star. It's not going to move the needle. Oh, it did move the needle. Okay, we actually just traded for De'Aaron Fox. You can't never tell me I'm not a GM. I put Jamal Sheed in, let him play his value up, and look at him. Now he's a vital part in a trade. All right, so your new look Raptors as of right now are De'Aaron Fox is ready. Dick Larry Markkinen of right now. Scotty Barnes is hurt, but this will be Scotty Barnes, and then Jakob Poeltl off the bench. We'll have Bruce Brown, not for long. Drew Eubanks, OJ Abaji, Davion Mitchell, Jacoby Walter, company, whatever. But we have one more trade left to do, and I think this is going to be the time that we're going to try to move Bruce Brown. All right, y'all. I know I may sound crazy going for this, right? But the Orlando Magic are selling, and we do desperately need a shooting guard. Now, I know it's not Tim Hardaway Jr. I can promise you that. I know it may sound crazy. Our lineup is already extremely, extremely big. We have a 6'5" point guard. We have a 7-foot small forward. We have a 6'8" power forward. We have a 6'10" center. So why would we go for another big player like Franz Wagner? Well, let me tell you why we would go for Franz Wagner. Because as you can see, his secondary position is shooting guard. We can play him at shooting guard. His overall probably drops like an 85. But that is fine with us. Now, of course, that contract is massive. So we'd have to find a way to match that. But if we can, they're selling. He's not untouchable. So why not try it? We're going to throw Franz Wagner in the trade. Obviously, it's going to have to be Bruce Brown as a starting point. Now, the contracts do not match as of right now. We need to make up $10 million. Do we have that on the books to do? Now, we would be willing to give up either one of these motherfuckers. I'm so confused. Oh, the Magic would. And I thought they were saying that we would incur $11 million. Okay, so because his upscale contract has not kicked in yet. So this is going to actually be pretty difficult unless we try to get Grant Williams off the ass. Maybe Tim Hardaway Jr. could be a throw into this trade. What are they saying so far? Yeah, not happening. Obviously, we don't have enough value in this trade to give them. We would be willing to throw in Jacoby Walter. As much as I like Jacoby Walter, we really want to throw this in now. And like I said, we're good, right? So our pick this year, it doesn't matter. We can throw them our pick for this year because we are a 3 seed right now, still not going. We don't want to throw away all of our picks because we might have to end up using one in the upcoming years. But we have 2 first-round picks next year. The Pacers pick, let's throw them that. Still not going. Honestly, I don't know what else I could throw them. I'm willing to throw them one more first-round pick. One more. We'll throw them next year's, and it's still not going. I don't know what else I could do. 3-team trades don't really work in this game, and we don't have any other like young players that are having any value. I mean, Grady Dick maybe. Let's see, two. Okay, if we can find someone on their roster that's shitty, that's on a minimum deal. Okay, Seth Curry, you're not shitty, but you're old. Okay, his 2-star value is too much. We don't want that much value. We don't want that much value. Give me. He's on a 2-way contract that I'm gonna let me trade him. Give me Caleb Houston. I guess give me give me Seth Curry, right? Oh my god, it worked. It worked. Grady Dick was the needle mover, bro. All right, y'all. So the new look Toronto Raptors for the rest of the season will be De'Aaron Fox, Franz Wagner, Lauri Markkanen. This will be Scotty Barnes, and then Jakob Poeltl. Off the bench, we will have Tim Hardaway Jr. This will not be his minutes. He will not be getting this many. I promise you that. Drew Eubanks, Ochai Agbaji, Davion Mitchell, Seth Curry. And as you can see, our bench is not too good. We didn't focus on our bench too much when it came to our trades, and we were out of trades. So we kind of just got to do what we got for right now, but maybe this upcoming offseason we can work on that. Now, I will say that we are kind of pigeonholed because Franz Wagner's contract kicks in next year. We were lucky that it was still on that rookie scale for right now, but next year he'll be making the big bucks on a max. So trades are going to be a little more difficult for the upcoming future. All right, y'all, so we are officially at the wrap of season 1. My boy Shea gets MVP. We got Zachary Richardson winning the Rookie of the Year. Sixth Man of the Year is Josh Hart. Defensive Player of the Year is Wemby. Most Improved Player is Cole Anthony. And Clutch Player of the Year is Jalen Brunson. Coach of the Year, Jason Kidd. Executive of the Year is us. That's not us, but it's us. We are a 5 seed. So we honestly, we dropped a little bit since the trade deadline when we were sitting at a 3 seed. Maybe, did we even ever put... Okay, we did put him back in the lineup. So this is our lineup. Wait, no. Why is... Do we have an injury? Oh my God, Lauri Markkanen. So Lauri Markkanen actually broke his leg. He's out for 1 to 2 more weeks. So that means that this happened like pretty early, not early on in the season, but pretty early on after the trade deadline. Because for him to have still like a week or 2 left for recovery means it happened a long time ago. But hopefully, if we can make it out of this first round against the Atlanta Hawks, he will be able to come back in the next series. Now, usually I would be simcasting these games, but due to the nature of the series that I have 30 teams to get through, I'm going to be trying to get through this as fast as possible. Now, hold on. I forgot to do this at the start of the episode, but right now on episode 1, leave a comment in the comment section. How many teams you think I'm going to succeed on? So if you think half the teams, put 15 out of 30, 20 teams, put 20 out of 30, 10 teams, etc. But you only get 1 comment per account. So if you want to make 30 different accounts, subscribe and like and comment on 30 different accounts and make that comment, do your thing. But whoever gets it right, not who gets the closest, who gets it right, I'll send you $10. Maybe 20, but right now I'll send you $10. But this got to be on this video. So I see if you niggas can edit. I see if you niggas edit comments. So don't be trying to be slick. It's got to be on this video though. So don't go back 2 weeks later after you see that I got 10 teams already commented. No, got to be on this video, bro. First round against the Atlanta Hawks. We're gonna go ahead and simulate the playoffs, bro. We got to get in and out. We're out the first round. We're out the second round. We're out the third round. We are in the finals. Oh my God, could this be a quick in and out with the Toronto Raptors? Now we're going against the MVP and Shai Alexander. We actually swept the 1 seed Knicks, which is crazy. Lauri Markkanen must be back. Let's take a look at our playoff stats because I don't want to get through it too quick now. I don't want to get through it too quick. Playoff stats, though, my boy De'Aaron Fox is averaging 25 a game. We got Franz Wagner, who is now injured with, whoa, what is that? A broken right hand for the rest of the season, so he will miss the finals against the OKC Thunder. But we have Lauri Markkanen averaging 16, Scotty Barnes averaging 14. Tim Hardaway actually is putting in work, averaging 12. He's not shooting a bunch of bricks. Kelly Olynyk dropped from the regular season, but that's because we have a lot more talent now. But we will simulate game by game actually here. Down 0-1 to the Thunder, 0-2 to the Thunder, 0-3 to the Thunder. We win a game. Actually, you know what? We're gonna try. We're not just gonna not fight. Let's go in here. Let's shorten our rotation. All right, y'all. We go into Thibodeau ball right here. It is our back against the wall in the NBA Finals. We got guys playing about 40 minutes apiece. 42 for De'Aaron, 41 for Lauri, 41 for Scotty. It's make or break time, bro. We get eliminated anyway, so it doesn't even matter. All right, y'all. So here we are at the start of season 2. Obviously, we didn't have any draft picks, and we didn't have any money to do anything in the offseason. So we pretty much brought back the exact same team. We have De'Aaron Fox at the 1, backed up by Davion Mitchell. We have Franz Wagner at the 2, backed up by Tim Hardaway Jr. At the 3, we have Lauri Markkanen, backed up by Jae'Sean Tate. Kind of nasty, but I actually like Jae'Sean Tate as a player, so maybe he probably won't get burned, but in the regular season, he might do something. We have Scotty Barnes backed up by Ochai Agbaji. And at the 5, we have Jakob Poeltl, Kelly Olynyk, and Drew Eubanks. Now, I'm going to be looking to move probably 2 of these guys out of this center position because we need... Jakob Poeltl's good, right? Kelly Olynyk is decent, but they're not really good, right? We need a really good center to top off the rest of this roster. Pause. He better not be doing that in my locker room. All right, y'all. So I actually didn't even use my trade finder trade for this, but this is what I'm offering the Timberwolves right now. Now, obviously, we don't want a center that's going to come in and take a lot of shots because we have De'Aaron Fox, we have Scotty Barnes, we have Lauri Markkanen, we have Franz Wagner. We have a lot of scorers. But with someone to be able to protect the rim and rebound is what we need. And Rudy Gobert is just that, 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. We're going to try to offer this to them and see what they do. They say no. They think they're a championship contender. Okay, so now it's time to start throwing in a bunch of draft picks that we don't have because we used them all. Yeah, the Stepien rule, blah, blah, blah. I thought I'd turn that shit off. Give me 1 second. All right, so I know I said I'd keep it realistic as possible, but the Stepien rule in 2K is just a complete hindrance to what we're trying to do because we're going to have to be flipping a lot of draft picks to turn this team into a championship team in 3 years. So I had to go ahead and turn that off. But the trade that we had offered them was Kelly Olynyk, Jakob Poeltl, and these draft picks for Rudy. Still no. Okay. How about this other first? You get 2 picks back for Rudy. They take it. We get Rudy Gobert. That's our 5th. That's our first trade of the year. So we have a complete starting 5 now. De'Aaron Fox, Franz Wagner, Lauri Markkanen, Scotty Barnes, and Rudy Gobert. In case you're wondering, this is the lineup now. Of course, there is one big elephant in the room, and that elephant is the bench. We have not worked on our bench at all since we started this video. It's been mostly all starters. So hopefully for these next 2 trades that we have, we will be able to flip some of these players that we have down here into more viable bench places. All right, y'all. So at the trade deadline, as you can see, we are sitting at the 1 seed out east. We are 38-12. But unfortunately, we have suffered a few injuries to the team. We have Rudy Gobert out for 2 to 4 weeks, and we have Franz Wagner out for 1 to 2 weeks. Hopefully that won't fuck up our playoff seeding or anything because we want to be that 1 seed going into the playoffs. But if it does, they'll be back for the playoffs and they'll be ready to play. But in case you want to see some of the season stats for this year, for our guys, we have De'Aaron Fox leading the charge, 22 points a game, 6 assists, about 20 and 8 from Scotty Barnes, 19 from Franz Wagner, 19 and 5, 16 and 7 from Lauri Markkanen, and of course Rudy Gobert is not here to score, but about 10 boards a game, a block and a half, about a steal. And he's not shooting the greatest percentage, you know, but he's here. End of season 2, and we are here with the end of season awards. We got Luka Doncic winning MVP, Nolan Traore. I know he is. I can't pronounce his name. I'm sorry, my dude, but he won Rookie of the Year over Cooper Flag. It's kind of crazy. Cooper averaged 17.5 and 10. I mean, yeah. Sixth man of the year is Igor Demon. Don't know who that is, but he a demon. Victor Wembanyama, back-to-back DPOY, of course. Armin Thompson, most improved. Luka Doncic, clutch player of the year, coach of the year, Jason Kidd, and executive of the year. Once again, is us back-to-back. But here we are in the playoffs of season 2. We are the 1 seed, so we will be playing the play-in team, which is the Brooklyn Nets. They got the rookie of the year. They got my boy Nolan. Almost played the Atlanta Hawks again in the first round, but they wouldn't have won that smoke again. We're gonna go ahead and go into the rotation, and we're gonna shorten this because I already know that we had a 10-man rotation for the playoffs for the regular season. Let's just do 8. I didn't even do my trades for the rest of the season, bro. We were doing that good. I didn't even use my trades, bro. I just realized that, bro. I didn't even use my trades. Holy shit. That's just how good we were, bro. But it might come back to bite us. Hopefully it doesn't. Like I said, we were still the 1 seed. We're out of there. I think we can get out of that. We could probably sweep these boys. They're a playing team. We're not really worried about them. Okay, yeah, we do get them out of there in 4. We have the Cleveland Cavaliers. And they have their regular team still. Yeah, they still have their guys. They also have D'Lo now, Brook Lopez. Okay, so they got better. Tie game 1-1, 2-1 us, 2-2, 3-2 us. We win in 6 against Cleveland. We are back in the Eastern Conference Finals, this time against the Indiana Pacers. I don't even know who played last year, but we're up 1-0 on them. 1-1. Game 3 is them. Game 4, them. Oh my god. It's coming back to bite us. It is coming back to bite us that we didn't fix our bench, bro. I did not mean to sim around, but we get out of there. Game 5 is us. Game 6, can we tie it up? We get eliminated in the Eastern Conference Finals, and that leaves us with 1 year remaining to win the championship. And De'Aaron Fox was on the last year of his deal. So I will see you guys in the offseason, if we even have an offseason, and we'll go from there. All right, y'all, so offseason, and we actually are able to get De'Aaron Fox back. So we offered him that max deal, 5 years, $250. He should be back on the Raptors, no problem. We'll be getting Ochai Agbaji back as well. He's on a restricted offer, so if anyone offers him anything, then I'll just match it. He wasn't a very vital part to our team, but he's a good trade piece considering we didn't trade anybody last year. But that does not mean that we get 5 trades this year. We fucked up. That's our part. We only get 3 trades in this last year, and this is the last year to get it done. So I'll catch y'all again in the next season, and hopefully we will get the ring this year. All right, y'all. So last year of this challenge for the Toronto Raptors, and Steph Curry plans to retire. I'll let you retire because this is the last video. This is the last season anyway. So whatever you want to do, brother, you can do it. Going into the season, our starting lineup is looking. God damn, can I get it right? Our starting lineup is looking like De'Aaron Fox, Franz Wagner, Lauri Markkanen, Scotty Barnes, and Rudy Gobert. Same old, same old. We have Davion Mitchell off the bench, Ochai Agbaji, Tim Hardaway, Javon Carter, and Harrison Barnes are here now. It's not looking good for us. Honestly, I go back to a 10-man, maybe a 9-man. But our first trade this year is going to be moving some bench players. All right, so we're going to hop in early with our first trade of the year, and it's actually going to be one to the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, I do not know why they would do this. Maybe they're in win-now mode. But we're going to be getting Max Christie and Dalton Knecht back from the Lakers. 2 young pieces that one's a very good shooter, one can defend. He can also score a little bit. But I think that fits what we need over here a lot. I mean, obviously Tim Hardaway could shoot, but you see Dalton Knecht is better and he's younger. So we're going to take this trade, and that's going to be our first trade of the year. All right, y'all, so we are back at the trade deadline, and we actually fell off a little bit from last year. We are the 3 seed right now. As you can see, we're 32-17. But we are still in that playoff hunt, in that contender conversation. So I think that right now we just need to go ahead and use the rest of our trades. I'm remembering to use my trades this time. I forgot last year. But we're going to try to move a couple more bench players, and then we can see if we can make one more big splash. Now, obviously, our team is good as our starting 5, but we can also get better. But I'm going to try to cook up something real quick, and then I will get back to y'all when I have something made. All right, y'all. I know I said I was supposed to be making trades for bench players, but I could not go past the 76ers selling, and right now they are trying to trade Tyrese Maxey. They are actively looking for a trade partner for Tyrese Maxey. I'd be a fool to not bite on that. Now, obviously, he's on the max contract, and we have a lot of max contracts on our roster. And we don't necessarily want to give up one of these guys, but if we had to. All right, y'all, so I actually couldn't cook up anything to get Tyrese Maxey on the squad, but we moved on. The Clippers were also selling. Now, I know it may not seem like a big upgrade to upgrade Lauri Markkanen and Kawhi Leonard, but if we can have a healthy Kawhi in the playoffs, then I will be 100% willing to do so. And all they want is a couple of picks. I'm going to let you know right now, I'm accepting this deal. All right, y'all, so we back, and I know this one may not seem like a needle mover type trade, but I think that Malcolm Brogdon, we don't have a backup point guard at all, so I think Malcolm Brogdon is actually a pretty decent backup point guard for us. Now, honestly, they're not trying to move anything. They want Javon Carter. We can do that, bro. We can move that. It will take PJ Hall back as well. So here is the lineup going into the rest of the season. Of course, we have our starting guys at De'Aaron Fox, Franz Wagner. No, hold on, wrong. Okay, so here is the real rotation. We have De'Aaron Fox, Franz Wagner, Kawhi Leonard, Scotty Barnes, Rudy Gobert, Max Christie, Malcolm Brogdon, Dalton Knecht, Matisse Thybulle off the bench. And I really would like Steven Adams to get some minutes because we don't have any backup big minutes. So I think that Matisse Thybulle's minutes are just going to have to go down, unfortunately. And we're going to have to give Steven Adams these minutes because Rudy Gobert is going to die out there if he's alone. All right, y'all, so conclusion of the third and final season. We got Luka Doncic winning back-to-back MVPs. We got Cam Boozer winning Rookie of the Year. We have Liam McNeely winning Sixth Man of the Year. Victor Wembanyama, 3-time DPOY. Rob Dillingham, Most Improved Player. Nikola Jokic as the Clutch Player of the Year. And Jason Kidd, of course, back-to-back coach. I think he won all 3 of them motherfuckers, honestly. And this is the first year we didn't win Executive of the Year. So we finished the year off as the 1 seed. We're still the 1 seed. So we ended up getting it back together at the end of the season. And this is, like I said, this is the last year. We got to make sure that we get everything right. So let's go in here and fix the rotations. And I'll be right back. Now, as I was checking the roster, I came across some very, very unfortunate news. And that news is that De'Aaron Fox is out for the entire season with a torn Achilles. So this whole playoff run will have to be made without our starting point guard, which means Malcolm Brogdon is our starting point guard for the playoffs. But luckily, we went out and traded for him, you know what I mean? So maybe he feels at home here. Oh, God, I'm going to hurt myself. All right, y'all, so as fitting as it may be, we need Kawhi Leonard to put on his 2019 Toronto Raptors run for the 2027 Toronto Raptors. Now, we still have Scotty Barnes, we still have Franz Wagner, we still have Rudy Gobert, but we no longer have our lead guard. I can't lie, the future is not looking very great for us, but I can only take it one game at a time. We're going to send the play in. We get the Miami Heat, and that's never a good sign to have them in the first round. Game 1, they take from us. Game 2, we win back. Game 3 goes them. Game 4 goes us. I don't like the fact that we're battling with the AC. I don't like that. We're going to turn this down to a 7 early. It's gonna be a 7 early, bro. Steven Rudy Gobert has to die. Rudy Gobert, he just simply has to die. That's what it has to be in order for him to win the championship. We are up 3-2. Game 6 is us, and we make it out of the first round. All right, so second round, we are playing the Detroit Pistons, and their team looks like Cade Cunningham at the 1, Hugo Gonzalez at the 2. Azor Thompson has blossomed to a really good player. They have Jabari Smith Jr., Isaiah Stewart starting at the 5. So Rudy Gobert doesn't have too much to deal with down there at the big man spot right now. Marcus Sasser's their 6th man. They also have Ron Holland, Mo Wagner. You know the rest of the lineup. They have Carter Knox. I like Carter Knox. But anyway, round 2 against the Pistons. Game 1, they take. Game 2, we take. We need to start defending our home court a lot better. We have the 1 seed. We need to be dominant on our home floor, but we are up 2-1 now. 2-2 going into Game 5. We are up 3-2. Game 6, can we put it away? We do not like Game 7s now. Now, like I said, I usually don't simcast due to the nature of the series, but right now, this is it for us. If we do not win this game, we are absolutely toasted. So we're going to hop into the simcast. Not going to jump into the game, but we're just going to simcast it, and we are down early in the game. We are trying to fight back, and it's not looking like that we are going to. It looks like we're going to lose to the Detroit Pistons. And just like that, we failed the challenge on the first team. The Toronto Raptors have been eliminated to the Pistons, and the Pistons go on to win the championship. So starting out the series 0-1, definitely not a good look for me, but unfortunately we dealt with a lot of injuries. Maybe I will consider turning the injuries off, but now that we've already started with the injuries on, I feel like it just makes sense to keep them on. And it's part of the game, bro. Injuries are part of the game. We built a good team, just not good enough. I'm actually only going to do 1 team per video for right now. If we get a team that we get a championship in the first year, then we'll do another one. But this video is already probably about 35 minutes long, so I'm going to go ahead and put a wrap on that. So if you watched until this point, I appreciate you for stopping by. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Please tell a friend to tell a friend. Peace.